Do you believe every person has a personal legend?
I'm 100% convinced, which is totally different that I believe that every person is going to fulfill his or her personal legend.
Okay, I would agree. Every person has a personal legend. What is the personal legend?
It is the reason that you are here. It is simple as this, you know. Mm-hmm. You are here to honor something called the miracle of life. You can be here to fulfill your hours and days with something that it is meaningless.
Yeah.
But you know that you have a reason to be here.
Yeah.
It is the only thing that gives you enthusiasm.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
And you know when you are betraying your personal legend, when you are doing something without enthusiasm.
Yeah.
And worse, you know that you have this good excuse. I'm not ready, which is just an excuse. No, people say, no, I'm not ready. I have to wait for the right moment. You know, now I have to feed my family. Come on. Your family wants to see you happy.
Yes.
Your daughter, your husband, your wife, they don't want to see you there sitting in a work that you hate.
Right.
Even if it gives you tons of money.
Okay, so you've just given a really key clue to how to know you're pursuing your personal legend. It is that which in life gives you enthusiasm.
Yeah.
Yeah. I call it personal legend. I call it your personal calling. Everybody has a
Yeah.
reason why you're here, you're called here. And you know if you're on the path to it, whether you're enthusiastic about what you're doing or not. That's how you know.
100% right.
Okay. And we all have one.
The first mantra is, darling, I'm here for you. When you love someone, the best thing you can offer him or her is your presence. How can you love if you are not there? The second mantra is, darling, I know you are there. And I am so happy. Because you are truly there, you recognize the presence of your beloved one as something very precious. And you use your mindfulness to recognize that, embrace your beloved one with mindfulness, and she will bloom like a flower. To be loved means to be recognized as existing. And these two mantras can bring happiness right away. The third mantra is what you practice when your beloved one suffers. Darling, I know you suffer. That is why I'm here for you. Before you do something to help her, to help him, your presence already can bring some relief.
Yes.
And the fourth mantra is a little bit more difficult. And that is when you suffer. And you believe that your suffering has been caused by your beloved one. So you suffer so deeply. And you prefer to go to your room and close the door and suffer alone.
Yes.
You get hurt. And you want to punish him or her for having made you suffer.
Yes.
And the mantra is to overcome that. The mantra is, darling, I suffer. I am trying my best to practice.
And so the second question is, and I find this really useful for myself, is ask yourself at the end of the day, was I better today than yesterday? Because that's really all we can ask for. What I have found when I ask myself at the end of the day, was I better today than yesterday, is that many times the answer is no. I find that the answer is rarely no 2 days in a row. That if the answer is no when I go to sleep, I'm just a little ticked off. And you wake up the next morning with a little bit more resolve. It's like, oh, great, I wasn't better today than yesterday. That was a waste. Let's not do that again.
Absolutely.
And that's how we make progress. We do it slowly, step by step by step.
Doesn't vulnerability open the door to having greater intimacy?
I think it's the only door.
Yeah, I would agree with you on that.
I think it's the only door.
There is no intimacy where there isn't
No.
vulnerability.
Think about this. We wake up in the morning, we armor up, we go out into the world with this, hey, take no prisoners, you're not going to see me, you're not going to hurt me. We come home and we don't take that armor off. And so then all of a sudden, when you talk about sex or intimacy, You get in bed and all of a sudden, you know, it's like two people in big honking armor outfits.
Yeah.
You know, and it doesn't work.
I think that being open is what allows you the confidence to know that everybody else has also felt the same thing. That
That's the
there's no
truth.
emotion that you can have that somebody else hasn't had.
Ever.
Yeah.
Isn't that amazing?
Yeah, and that is what carried me through, you know, thousands of interviews. I know that whatever I'm feeling, there's at least 10 other people who are feeling the same thing.
Which is vulnerability and
Yes.
courage.
A secret to long marriage, choose the right person. That's the first thing. And then we decided fairly early in our life to give each other plenty of space. Rosamund has her own ideas, her own ambitions, her own goals in life, which in some ways are different from mine. I let her do her thing, she lets me do my thing. And we try to resolve our inevitable and fairly frequent differences before we go to bed at night. And I think reading the Bible helps.
My hope in creating this Wisdom of Sundays book is that it will help you find clarity for yourself and what I've discovered, my new favorite word, contentment. So I'm hoping for you, you enjoy your journey.